جسر الكلاب المنتحرة، حكاية أهالي مدينة دنبارتون الإسكتلندية عن جسر مدينتهم الشهير تثير الغرابة وتلقي ظلال الغموض على هذه الظاهرة.
Many people have experienced this white lady ghost around the Overton estate.
لغز جذب للمدينة الشهرة ولحيواناتها الأليفة اللعنة، وللعلم بعض الحيرة، وللخرافة الكثير من الحكايات. بدأت حوادث انتحار الكلاب برمي نفسها من منتصف الجسر دون سابق إنذار.
And in one particular case, a dog was walking across with his owner and the dog refused to cross the bridge. The man who stopped looked at the window and the dog was staring at the white figure. What is strange about this story is that at this time the castle was closed and boarded up. There was no one living here.
وثقت التقارير الموثوقة ما يزيد عن 300 حالة قفز مفاجئ للكلاب إلى مجهول الفراغ. قتل أكثر من 60 منها على الفور.
Well, I thought it was going down to a body, the body of the dog.
تعود الظاهرة إلى 70 عاماً مضت هنا عند هذه القلعة الجاثمة بسكون مهيب يمتد جسر آفرتون الأثري بطرازه الفيكتوري الباذخ. علماء الحيوان رصدوا أن الكلاب ذات الأنف الطويل البصر الشحيح هم الأكثر عرضة للانتحار من الجسر، والسبب تلك الروائح التي تنبعث من تحته وتغير في مسار الأرض.
Seen or heard or whatever, but we normally go up there and just walk straight over. But now I don't go over the bridge because you walk up maybe about half a mile across the river and then back down the other side. I either miss a bit of bridge I miss now. So just in case.
سبب يردده عقلاء المدينة، لكنه لا يقنع الكثيرين من جيران هذا المكان الغريب. ترى ما الذي دفع الكلاب إلى هذا القفز من فوق جسر آفرتون؟ وما هي حكاية هذا الجار الغريب؟
I researched this mystery for 11 years of my life.
I know there's loads of other stories and everything from the spiritual component to it of the Lady of Overton and stuff like that.
In Dumbarton, the town where Overton Bridge is located, many people have different theories.
I was crossing the bridge and the next minute I see the dog disappearing over the first one.
You think you're saying to yourself, that amount of dogs, there must be something going on, must be some supernatural force going on.
Something was telling me to look deeper into this mystery because there is no other bridge in the world where hundreds of dogs are leaping off the walls and parapets to their death and injury. It's totally unexplained. So many unexplained phenomena which exist, whether it be in Scotland with the Loch Ness Monster or the Bermuda Triangle, or whether it be Overton Bridge here with the dog leaping phenomenon. I'm the author of The Baron of Rainbow Bridge, Overton's Death Leaping Dog Mystery Unravelled. I myself grew up in the town of Dumbarton, and over many, many years I researched this mystery about why hundreds of dogs are leaping off this old bridge in the This is a very ancient site where the bridge was built in 1895 in the Victorian era, and the castle was built in 1863 by the White family. They were very wealthy people, and they were, in today's terms, virtual billionaires. And so they had the money to build this amazing bridge, which was built many years ago. And I don't think even they realised how strange a bridge they were building.
Interesting that the architect that built this house, who was John Smith, was one of the premier architects at the time it was built. His daughter, Madeline Smith, was involved in a very celebrated murder trial in which she was not proven to having poisoned her lover. James White was a very good friend of John Smith. So my understanding is that this house came out of a desire of James White to give John Smith something to live for. His wife never liked it, so they built another house for her. And then it passed over to the Royal Borough of Dumbarton on the eve of World War II, I believe.
I've heard of, but I don't know any of them, no. I meet a lot of people up there, but no, I don't know any of them. I know it was a hospital, and it was plenty of babies born in it and all that. It was a maternity. And
some of the nurses who worked in this castle when it used to be a kind of hospital saw the White Lady ghost figure standing on this bridge. Other people have seen this White Lady spectre at different locations. One particular sighting happened down at the gatehouse, which is just down there. And the person who saw this ghost said that he was looking out of the window because he lived in this gatehouse on the estate, and he saw a translucent figure, a whitish figure, walking past the cottage house which he was living in. Lady Overton, her real name was Grace Eliza McClure, and she was the wife of Baron Overton, who built this amazing structure. After her husband's death, she wandered this bridge for many years, looking for her dearly departed, long-lost husband. She was very upset, and so when she wandered across this bridge, many people believe that later her ghost has appeared as a grief-stricken ghost haunting this particular location.
I believe it is haunted. There's something going on there, some supernatural force. There have been stories about there's been sightings of some lady died a long time ago.
Many people have witnessed the White Lady ghost here around the bridge, particularly when they're walking across this bridge here. They see the figure peering from these bay windows of the castle. And so when they walk their dog across here, a whitish figure has been seen at these windows here, staring out of the castle. And in one particular case, a dog was walking across with his owner, and the dog refused to cross the bridge. And the man who stopped looked at the window, and the dog was staring at the white figure. What is strange about this story is that at this time the castle was closed and boarded up. There was no one living here when this figure was seen at the window. It was unoccupied at the time.
dog on a lead, so they must believe in it themselves. What can you say after that? There must be something going on. There's too many dogs. There seems there's a rumour that somebody threw their kid over the bridge as well. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But people believe in it anyway. But there's been a lot of sightings at that bridge regarding all the dogs jumping over and that, and there's been a lot of talk about it, and as I says earlier on, it's on YouTube. There must be something going on. They can't be, I can't be wrong, as I say. People believe it, aye. People believe in it, aye. I believe in it as well. There's something going on. When you look over the bridge yourself, you can kind of feel a presence there.
I myself had an experience on this bridge many years ago where I felt a phantom finger was jabbing into my back twice, caused me to jolt backwards. It was a very terrifying and strange experience. I don't know what caused it, but all I know is it happened to me. It was very real. This was not imagination. This actually happened to me. So there is some presence lurking around this bridge. People believe in the paranormal world because I think most people realise that there is something beyond the physical world, the world of natural appearance, the world of what we see around us. And there are so many unexplained phenomena which exist, whether it be in Scotland with the Loch Ness Monster or the Bermuda Triangle, or whether it be Overton Bridge here with the dog leaping phenomenon.
And so, you know, people come and, you know, you generally find what you look for. So if you come up looking for a peaceful environment, that's generally what you're going to find. If you come up thinking, oh, there's some odd spiritual things happening here, you're likely to find that as well.
Overton Bridge is a very strange place because you can come to this place and you get a feeling of peace, serenity, tranquility. It seems very beautiful, but in an instant, the atmosphere can change to one of terror and horror and fear. Overton to me is like a double-sided coin, which has both good and evil present in this place. It is very unusual to have both of these things at the same time.
It was about 20 years ago. It was a beautiful day, summer's day. I came home from work, picked the dog up and just took a stroll up to Overton. The trees were full bloom. It was a lovely day, as I say, it was lovely. Just headed up towards Overton as I normally do.
I do a lot of walking as well, enjoy it. I got to Loch Humphreys a lot, and Overton House quite a lot as well. I enjoy the walking, it's a lot of good scenery and you get peace. When I come here, I feel like freedom, breathing the air in as well, to you get peace and quiet, not for the busy town centres, not for people as well, not for the ignorance and the way they go in and the way they bump into you, and you just feel peace and quiet up here and just enjoy it. You just enjoy what you see, enjoy the scenery, enjoy everything, you know. You enjoy getting up the hills, enjoy the fresh air.
Over 30 years, walk up every year, or every day, up here with the dog. You hear different stories of the dogs jumping off the bridge, or different haunted stories. I've never seen anything or spoken to anyone myself, but there's lots of information about it, TV programmes, etc. But I don't know if it's true.
My experience here since 2001 has been, I've seen 6 dogs jump off, which is probably more than most people. 5 of them walked out relatively unharmed. 1 succumbed to injuries and died.
As I say, I think it was the branches of the tree it must have hit on the way down. It was full bloom, the leaves and all that. So I think to this day it hit all the branches on the way down and it softened its blow. You know, if it had maybe went to the other one, it's sheared right into the river and the rocks, you know, so.
I'm only going for documentaries I've watched on TV, and I think there's several different things. Is the amount of bushes and trees that are just the other side of the wall. The dogs might perceive that there's ground just the other side rather than a severe drop. I've never witnessed anything myself. I've never seen any of the dogs that I've had out having any different behaviours going over the bridge. I've been over the bridge, under the bridge, and there's no spooky behaviour from either any of the dogs that I've taken over. So others are thinking there's animal scents at the other side of the animals that go under the bridge, and dogs follow their noses and over the bridge that way. It could be they've seen a bird flapping. It could be anything really for the dogs that have jumped over.
It took a long time to research the mystery because I had to interview many people over that 11 years, and it involved many trips up to the location, to the bridge, speaking to all kinds of people, interviewing dog owners, going round houses and trying to find people.
I don't believe in anything like that, because there was supposed to be one just up the back here, Crosslip it was called, supposed to be haunted as well, and I've lived here all my life, so I've never seen or heard anything there. As I say, I just think it was the water. Spaniels are mad for water, you know. So I think that's how it tried to get to the water. It was a nice day, maybe wanting a drink or whatever, I don't know. Nah, nothing at all. No, I like go up the hills. I go away up the crags, or I've just come back for the woods there when you caught me.
But my thinking is, and I do own a large dog, that there's some kind of a mink or a ferret or something that lives under the bridge periodically, or at least travels, and sometimes the wind will be right and it'll blow the musk of the animal up. The dog will smell it, jump up to see what it is, and topple over. So I do not think it's anything more than just that natural curiosity of the animal. I know there's loads of other stories and everything from the naval base at Fastlane with the nuclear submarines and the high power lines that go across here. And experience, having lived here, which nobody else has, is that that's what happens. I'm pretty confident of that. Actually, there was the top animal behaviorist in the UK was here for a special, and his experience and stuff led him to believe the same thing that I believe, that this is what dogs were doing. This is the reason why. They also had a man who was one of the top trackers of animals, and he came and made a lot of traps and stuff. Not traps, but he put down this paper that they would get the prints of the animals. And so that's when he discovered that there were mink.
I myself carried out paranormal research around the bridge a number of years ago, and I used paranormal equipment to do this. And I had one very strange experience where I was using something called a K2 meter, which is a device which can measure electromagnetic frequencies. And when I went under the bridge, I was asking if there was any spirits in the area or any ghosts in this place. And every light on this device, there was about 6 lights, every one of them just lit up, and basically the reading went off the spectrum. It was like 20 milligauss plus, which is the equivalent energy to a microwave oven.
Yes, I definitely believe this story. It happened too often not to be a true story.
But we normally go up there and just walk straight over, but now I don't go over the bridge because you walk up maybe about half a mile across the river and then back down the other side. I give the miss a bridge a miss now. So just in case.
My opinion is there's nothing going on with the bridge. However, it's only because I've never witnessed anything.
It's our home, and we understand that you know, people may have a different perspective, but we sleep here, and so we find it a very peaceful environment, and that's one of the things we pray for all the time, that it would be a place of peace. Well, that is a little weird, you know. I mean, the stories about the bridge, you know, sometimes are a little bit fantastical, and sometimes our experience is maybe a little bit different than the other people telling the stories. Well, that's just people. But we don't get any negative vibes from the bridge at all. Our dogs has never demonstrated, we've had several dogs, have never demonstrated any weirdness about the bridge. And so I'm not discounting what other people experience, but that is my experience. There's nothing for us emanating from the bridge to the house that would give us a feeling of unease or anything.